There's a number of things that we're really working on. The biggest things that, and I try to like break it down because like sometimes this stuff can get complicated, especially for me. So I try to break it down into simple terms of understanding or aggregating data and then activating data. So for us, we're running a number of tests like on the activation side, which would be taking IDs that are, third-party IDs or first-party IDs from publishers, either matching that to our data assets or other IDs that we have stored, and then passing those through in the bid request through pre-bid. We're working on that in a number of different tests right now, in which we can actually pass a third-party ID through a pre-bid request. A DSP can then pick that up, and then outside of having to use a cookie, we can still understand the user and what they might want to see. So there's a good amount of intent behind that. I think that's really the biggest thing on the activation side is being able to pass those IDs through a bid request and transact off of them.
Right.
Some of the other things that we're looking to do on the activation front are, like I kind of alluded to within Signal, is help publishers build out different segments of their audience. So, we have a vast exchange network. We've got a vast merchant network. There are a lot of, users that we're interacting with through all of our publishers, through all of our, different sites that we're either monetizing clicks on or serving impressions on. So what we can actually do there is, help a publisher understand, take a little bit of the information that they have on their user set already, amplify that. And then we can help them understand and segment that audience so that then they can either set up deals on their own with it, or we can include them in deals on our behalf or on their behalf. So that's another way in which we can kind of drive revenue contextually outside of the third-party cookie. And then that kind of also ties into some of the like augmentation or just kind of understanding aspects of first party data that we might be able to help out with. Like I said, we've got this vast data lake that we can actually use to help publishers amplify their network. We can also help them authenticate some of their users today and are looking for ways to do that in the future. So right now we can take IDs that publishers might have. We can match that to like something like a hashed email. We can match that to our hashed email base, and we can tell them a little bit more about that user. Or we can take a cookie that they might be able to have. We can match that to our database and allow them to authenticate a little bit more of their traffic. So those are a number of tests that we're working on right now with handful of publishers, so that we can see the end goal is really how can we help publishers understand more about their audience, own that audience, and then activate that audience.